This is a nice little binder I picked up this week. It had 10 records in it, and I just about made out from the writing inside, which you'll see in a second, from the eBay listing, roughly what was in there of interest to me. And I saw Walter Delamere, I thought, right, I must have that. His master's voice. Nice to have one of these binders. I've got another one of these HMV binders. A little nipper on there on the front. As you can see, this writing very faint. They did their best on the eBay listing to show you the writing, but some of the photos weren't very good of the records. I had to sort of roughly work out from this writing what was in there. Now look at this one. That's a sort of a Christian thing, you know, choir of the Temple Church, London. I don't mind a bit of a nice church music, though I'm not religious myself. That's the other side of that record. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Battle Hymn, Walford Davis, choir of the Temple Church, London. And let's turn that a little bit that way. Oh, there we go. That's the one that made my mind up. Walter Delamere. Very rare record, this one, quite rare. His master's voice. 3 poems on this side: Snowing, Farewell and Epitaph. Walter Delamere reading his own poems. Let's have a look at the other side of that Delamere record. There, the Mermaids, Music, All That's Past. Walter Delamere reading his own poems. B8178. So HMV record. Very pleased to find this one. It's another one of those from the Fraser Kennedy canon, Marjorie Fraser Kennedy and the Songs of the Hebrides. It's Henry Wendon tenor and accompanied by the great Gerald Moore on the piano. The Road to the Isles from Songs of the Hebrides. Lovely Columbia record, 10/78 RPM shellac. That's the other side of this record. Come to the Fair, Songs of the Fair, H. Taylor, East Hope Martin is credited to. Henry Wendon, tenor, and again Gerald Moore at the piano. This is Barbara Mullin, the housekeeper Janet from Dr. Finley's Casebook, that famous and lovely television series from the 60s into the 70s. And these are unaccompanied, so it's really nice to get her singing unaccompanied. She had a very tiny, sort of sweet, very sort of gentle sort of voice. The verdant braes of screen, traditional Barbara Mullin. That's that side. I Know My Love, traditional Barbara Mullin again. Vocal unaccompanied. Let's get some songs from Barbara without any music. Just her voice. David Lloyd, the Welsh tenor. Again accompanied by the great Gerald Moore. Phyllis Has Such Charming Graces. I'll just try and get this to lift up. There we go. Just put that there so it doesn't settles down without damaging the records. Some of these binders, if you're not careful, they can crack the records and get too much weight in the wrong place. Is She Passing Fair? Again David Lloyd, Welsh tenor. Gerald Moore at the piano. Lovely record to have. And one of the more sort of obscure records for me, because I'm not really my subject. We can see this now. Hungarian Dances in F sharp minor, Fifth moll. Yeah, Yehudi Menuhin. Blimey, it's nice to have a recording of Yehudi Menuhin, the great violinist. I was working in the National Hospital for Neurology in the 90s when Yehudi Menuhin came in. I think he passed away during that time whilst I was working in the hospital. Again, Hungarian Dance, Yehudi Menuhin. Piano accompaniment by Marcel, is it Gazelle? I can't quite see. Right now, excuse my German, or is it Danish? Lycan, Wellham, I'll let you work that one out for yourself. Kirsten Flagstad, who I think was actually a Danish, and a soprano, accompanied by Edwin MacArthur on piano. One of the great sopranos. I bought a whole collection of LPs, 10 for £1 they were, a few years back, and I've got quite a few Kirsten Flagstad LPs. That's the other side of this lovely record. Now, oh, The Voice of Poetry, which that's Edith Evans. You can read that yourself, but we're going sideways here. I've got the box sets of that. I've got several box sets of these actually. It's always nice to have another copy. There we go. And Peter Dawson, the prolific Australian-born bass baritone, singing The Vagabond, Ralph Vaughan Williams. Bass baritone, English with piano. Can't go wrong with Peter Dawson. He had an amazing voice. Recorded several hundred records, 78 RPM records. I think even started in the age of Wax Cylinder. The Gay Highway, F drum and Peter Dawson, bass baritone in English with piano. On hearing the first Cuckoo in Spring from Delius, London Philharmonic Orchestra, conducted by Constant Lambert. Classical, orchestral stuff. Slightly outside of my field of interest, but it'd be nice to have a listen to it on the gramophone. Well worth having in the set, not to be complained about. There we go, that's the other side. That's that lovely set of records, isn't it? What it says there, like, before filling the album with records, open this flap. When records are in place, fold it back over the pockets. The stiff piece will then support the records. Actually, I'll do that piece there. There we go.